I'm going to do a playthrough for you for my game that's on Kickstarter now called A Very Merry Made-for-TV Movie. And in this game, we are producing our very own made-for-TV Christmas movie because that's honestly the best part of the Christmas season, right? Watching those cheesy, heartwarming, predictable, made-for-TV movies. So we're going to make one of those ourselves. And I have one version of the game sheet here. On Kickstarter, we've got 3 versions that you'll get when you back the game, and a custom version, which you don't see here. So in this game, here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll some dice, 2 dice are the same color, 1 that's a different color, and we're going to use those dice to write our script and produce our set here. So this is the town square Christmas tree. We got to make sure that's looking great for that big moment there, where of course, you know, they get together and share that magical kiss in the snowfall. So we've got our 6 characters here, and before we do anything, we're going to choose which of these 6 characters are going to be our lead characters, and there's going to be some special restrictions about where they can go in the scripts. Most of the rules I'll kind of roll out as I'm playing here, but that's the first thing. So well, we're gonna pick, let's just see, let's randomize it, all right? Let's roll the dice. We're gonna pick 1, 5, and 6. So Holly and Maggie and Scott, those are our lead characters. So the good thing about having these lead characters is these abilities here are available to us right away. And all of these abilities that the characters have, we can use them once during the game. Once they're used, that's it. The way that we can get these other character abilities going is if we fully develop those characters by putting them in different scenes. So we'll try our best to do that. The only restriction for these characters, the lead characters have to go in the boxes here in the scripts that say L. Otherwise, any character can go in. We'll use the red die to assign characters to the different scenes in the script. And you can see all the scenes have, you know, their own cheesy, corny, kind of holiday, made-for-TV Christmas movie tropes. And if we connect these together, it'll make a great TV moment, made-for-TV movie moment. And then we'll use the other 2 dice to fill in the Christmas tree. And we can use different polyomino shapes here, or we can add these dice together to make ornaments, which will give us some big points down here if we choose. Lots of different kind of strategies that you can do in this game to get your TV made-for-TV movie ratings as high as they can be, and that's what we're shooting for with that final score. So let's get going with our movie, okay? Cue the corny intro music. Here we go. We've got a 6, 2, and a 1. Great. So let's just start right off the bat and make sure we try to get some of these characters into the script. So we can use the 1. We have to put Holly in one of these scripts. She's a lead character, so we have to, we don't have to put her in an L, but since we've got her, we might as well fill out these boxes that have an L in it. Let's just go ahead and shoot. We'll get starting chipping away at this one here. So 1. When we fill in the scenes here, eventually the numbers need to be in numeric order, lowest to highest. They don't have to be entered in that way. I just happen to do that. If I want, I could have put like a 6 in here first and then filled the rest in. As long as at the end they're in numerical order, that's what matters. And then once we complete this scene, when all the numbers are in the boxes, we'll get whatever bonus is at the bottom here. So in this case, this is 10 points. We can fill it on this track. Some of these other things give us some ornaments to put in the tree, or give us some more production budget, which is great. We start with 2. We can have the opportunity to gain 8 more throughout the game if we want to. And the budget lets us modify the dice values. So we can kind of increase or decrease a die value by 1. That's what that production budget can do. Okay, so we've got Holly in there. Oops, that was a 6. 6, 7, 8. So if we add them together, we can get an ornament. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start on this ornament. We can start anywhere on the tree, anywhere on the outside of the tree we choose. Let's just put this right at the tippy top. I'm gonna get on my ladder and hop up there. Oh, you know what? I was gonna use different colors because it's festive. So let's do an ornament there in blue. And I will use, what color should I use? I don't know. Let's use blue, yeah, sure. We'll circle that. We've got one ornament. So right now on this track, we've got 1 point. Hooray, at the end of the game. The more ornaments we have on our tree, you can see the more points we have. And that's if we use the round ornaments, that's what this one is. If we put the star ornaments, we can get even more points, but they're a little bit more difficult to get. And the candy cane ornaments, we can get even more points, but we'd have to get an 11 or 12 on that one, so that could be a little tricky. Okay, so that is the first round. Let's cross off round 1 on that. Mine's gonna be so colorful. I did not plan on what was gonna be my scoring marker. All right, ooh, low numbers, 2, 2, and 3. Okay, so you know what? Let's go ahead and start with the green because I know what I want to do with those. I'm going to fill in some shapes here. Try to fill in as much as possible. Any blank boxes on the Christmas tree at the end of the game is -1 per blank box because you know what? It looks bad if we're looking at the Christmas tree and it's like holes in it and it's not full. Blech. So that affects our rating. So let's try to fill that out. So we've got 3 and a 2, so we can use this shape and this shape. We could add these together, but it doesn't really matter. It just gives us a little bit more flexibility. So we'll go ahead and do that. So let's do 2, and then let's just keep on going all the way down like that. Okay, if we fill out this whole entire center column, we can get a reuse dice bonus, which lets us to just 1 die. It just lets us reuse 1 die from the current round. So, and we can save those. As soon as we get them, we'll circle, and then we'll cross them out when we use them. So that can come in handy for if things get sticky. Okay, so that's that. And then the 2, what should we do? Should we put Nick in one of these? Yes, let's do it. So he's not a lead character, so he cannot go into one of the L boxes. Let's go ahead and start on one of these scenes in the top row here. We'll do this one, 2, yep. And then because when we connect to these, I mentioned that when we complete a scene, we can get these bonuses. When we complete a top scene and a bottom row scene, we can connect them together, figure out what kind of awesome TV storyline we just did here, and then we can get another bonus over here. So bonuses galore. All right, that is my second round with a different color that I crossed it off with. Whatever, it's the holidays, right? Okay, 4, that's Jack. So he's also not a lead. Yeah, you know, you can use the red also to decorate the Christmas tree. If you want to, it probably makes more sense to try as best you can to fill in the scripts because that'll get you bonuses. But sometimes you really need that extra number to get you what you want. In this case, 4, 5, 6. I could use all of them and get a star, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's put Jack right there in a quaint boutique store. That's where Jack belongs. What are you browsing for in there, Jack? Okay, so that's used. And then 4, 5, 6, okay. So I'm gonna fill in 2 here. I'll leave this one open. Maybe we can get an ornament on that at some point. And then 4, so all of your shapes, the only rule is the shapes that you're putting in just have to be adjacent to one side. So orthogonally adjacent, it's a great categories word, to one of the shapes that's already there. So we've got that done. 3, already gone. Wow, okay, whoops. All right, that was it. It was fate. It's meant to be a 5. Ooh, good roll, good roll. Okay, so 5. Yes, Maggie. So another lead character. So we could fill out the old rekindling an old flame scene. Let's do that. So I'm gonna use that 5 and fill this in. So as soon as that's done, I'm gonna take the bonuses. I like to cross them out just so I know that I already took them. So I'll cross that out, I'm gonna circle this next budget. So now I have 1 more budget. Hooray, they believe in me. I promise my movie is gonna be good. 2 and 5, so I've done that. Do I get another ornament or do I get the star? You know what, let's just like keep chugging away at the ornament. whenever I play these games, I always am like, I'm gonna try to do everything. And then I end up doing awful, so I can't. Let's just focus on the one. We're doing the ornament. So I need my trusty blue. You know what, let's put it right there in that spot. I saved it just for you. And then we've got, okay, so the second spot gets us another budget. Man, we are rolling in the made-for-TV money. Okay, so that's done. Also, next thing we do is we'll develop all the characters that were in this scene. So the more we develop our characters, you see we've got 3 spots. The last one is a heart, because that's what gives the movies hearts, right? Nobody wants to watch shallow, superficial characters. So we're gonna try to do our best to develop those characters, give them some depth and meaning. So Nick, congratulations. And then Maggie, awesome. Once we get those fully, each character gets fully developed, we can add, circle the next space here on the heart tracker, and that's how we can gain points there. Okay, I almost forgot, I get to use these. So I could get a candy cane if I want to. That'll give me another budget. Ooh, that's tempting. Very tempting. And you know what? I'm gonna do it just so I can put some color on here. I'll do my best to draw a candy cane. I always, okay, that looks terrible, as I predicted. So there you go. Okay, so that's done. That was round 4. Okay, next round. Uh-oh. 4, 4. Okay, so another 4. We already put Jack in one of these. I also have a 9, which could get me a star, but I said we're not doing that. So let's go ahead. We'll use those, the 5 and the 4, to kind of fill out some more shapes. So I'm gonna go right down the line here because I want to get that reuse die bonus. So the 5 is like an L shape. And then I can use the 4. We'll just fill this part in. You know, at first it seems like you can just fill out whatever boxes you want, but at the end you're like, oh, I should have left myself some space to have that exact shape fill in there. Otherwise you could kind of hurt yourself toward the end. Okay, do we want Jack? What are we doing with you? Man, are we putting you in here or what? Yes, yes, Jack, need some more screen time. Even though you're not a lead, I mean, right? Stay in your lane, buddy. Where do you want to go? So, okay, since I started on 2 of these, maybe I'll start on a 1 up here. That way I have the potential to connect 2 of them. So this one's good. So this one, you know, the ones that are the blank are theoretically the easiest to fill in because you have more flexibility. But they often don't give you as good of a benefit. But the reuse die, that's a good one. So okay, so do I want to put him second? Yeah, let's put him second because then maybe I want to put Nick in another one so I can start filling him out. 4, what was I doing? No, green. I got to be consistent with at least one thing. So here's a good example of like putting the second box first, but I have to put in a number lower than 4 down here. And of course I can't put Jack in there again. He can't be in a scene with himself. He could, I guess, with the power of modern technology, anything is possible. But not in this. We don't have the budget for that, right? Come on. Okay, but that's the 5th round. I am all over the place. Ooh, big roller. 6 again. Have I put Scott? Scott, you haven't been in there. He's a lead. He's tapping his foot. Let's put Scott in there. So let's put him in. So I have to put all the lead characters are here. So it's got to be 1, 5, and 6. So I'll go ahead and just put Scott right there. So I could use this ability whenever I want. Use 2 dice for script writing, which means I can use the red and I can use one of the green for script writing as well. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not too desperate. So I'll use these. We've got a 10 again. See, I should have taken the star earlier, right? Because then I would have had all the way up to 7. I'm having FOMO on the stars, the star ornaments. I'm gonna just start because I don't have any yellow, right? And that's probably a good enough reason to do that. So I'm gonna put my yellow there. So that's my nice star, and I'm not gonna use it to circle because I won't be able to see it. So that gets me 2 points right off the back. Ching. Okay, that's it. 6 done. Next. Okay, Holly again. Yes, let's put Holly in this one. I could put Holly in there if I really wanted to just finish that one out. But I'm not going to, because I need her to fill out the other one. So I'm gonna put Holly over here. She goes in a quaint boutique store with Jack, because, you know, Jack is her current fiance, but they're not gonna stay together because she's gonna have to run into her old high school boyfriend, because that's how it works. What was I doing? I got distracted by movie stuff. Okay, 6 and 2. So I have an 8. So I could do another ornament. Yes, I could use one of the budgets to make this into a 9, and I could put another star in there, but let's not do that. Let's wait. So let's do another ornament. And hopefully my tree is very top heavy with ornaments. Let's put it, yeah, right over there. You gotta balance it out. 4. So the next time I get an ornament, this bonus means I can develop a character for free. Meaning I don't have to put that character into a scene, I can just develop the character, which gets me further along on my way to a heart. So that's good. We'll have to think about maybe who we want to develop, because I have multiple scenes going on. I can't develop the characters until the scene is complete, all right? Makes sense. So I have to kind of keep track of like who is going to be developed. I know like Jack's gonna get developed twice, Scott's got 1, Holly's got 2. So I guess if I developed her or him, by the time these scenes were done, they'd be fully developed. Maybe. Okay. I totally forgot. Oh, yes, that's it. All right, Holly was in, we're done. Seventh round, over. All right. Okay, Holly again. So we can let's put her in another scene. Because I mean, using that for the tree, nah, right? So where am I gonna put her? She's 1, so she could go anywhere. Let's put her, let's have her engaging in holiday shenanigans, yes. Because that could get us a star. Since we've already started our star track, we might as well go for those stars. So that's done. And then 4, 5, 6, 7. Could go for an ornament. This is where, you know, you start to get ornament greedy. And then maybe you end up with a blank tree. But you know what? We're going for it, man. Let's do another ornament. Where do I want it? Up here. Let's put it by the candy cane. You know, it's not as aesthetically pleasing, I think, as if we would space it out, but whatever. Okay, so ornaments there, we get another, so we can develop a character now. We've got to use that bonus now. So we wouldn't want to develop Holly because she's already going to have 3 once we get those scenes done. Nick's got 1. I was going to put Nick here. So let's develop, oh wait, he's already in 1. Yeah, let's develop Nick again. That way I only need him in 1 more scene and then he'll be fully developed. Nick, man, awesome. And I like your hair too. Okay, and that's it, right? Yes, I know. 8, done. All right, on to the 9th. 6, Scotty. We want Scotty again? Let's do it, yes, Scott can go here so we can develop that one. So Scott and Holly engaging in holiday shenanigans. Uh-oh, Holly and Jack were just in this scene. What is the story there? Okay, so we get the bonus, we get the budget. And let's take that star. That's exactly why we took this thing, right? Yellow marker. I have so many ornaments on the right and the top of my tree. I promise this is not what my own tree looks like. It's very well spaced out. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna cross that develop thing out from last round. So I remember I took it, and then because I put a star up there, I will also circle this, and I get a a budget. So we don't have to use any of the budgets, actually. If we have leftover, you know, if we finish the movie under budget, that's good for us, right? It's 2 points per dollar that we didn't use. So we could just like cash them out at the end. You know, we'd already have 6 points for that. Excuse me. But that's, you know, if we need them, they're there. So that's done, that's done. And then I need to use 3 and a 1. All right, let's start. I don't know. So I could fit a 6 in there. I guess let's just keep on going down the tree, the center of the tree. And I'm gonna lean us left a little bit. Whew. And then we'll do one more down there. Great. Oh my gosh. 6 rounds left. This game goes quick and it kind of sneaks up on you. We got to be thinking all the time about what we want to do. Okay, we've got a 10. If we add these together. For the green, we could get another star that would get us up to 7. So at the end, what we're going to do is we're going to take as a score for each track the highest number that's circled, right? So even though I have 2 circles done on this one, the highest number is still a 2. So that would be a 2. So oftentimes when I'm at one of these bonuses, I kind of want to get one more just so I can get that higher number because I'm going to jump from a 2 to a 5. But, you know, I'm looking at my tree and it looks like the Charlie Brown tree right now. It's all sad. But you know what? Whatever. Let's keep on going. Sometimes you got to make a choice. You know, like, am I being aggressive with this movie this time? Yeah. Stick to your guns. Under this looks terrible. That's okay. As long as the viewers like it, that's what matters, right? We got to get our focus groups ready. So we did the stars, that's a 7. And then 4, we've got Jack. Yes, Jack was he was in 2 scenes. 1, 2. Let's put him in another scene. Oh, you know what? I should have used his ability to put the 5 in there. That would have had that done. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, coulda. Whatever the thing is, that's what I should have done. Yep. All right, let's do, Jack's gonna go, oh brother. Although I could use Jack just to fill out that tree. I don't really have a good place for him. You know what? I'm gonna use him to just fill out the tree even more. So I'm gonna save some space, maybe for like a 3 here, and I'll use that 4 to do another good chunk of this tree. Okay, done. Was that smart? I don't know. We'll see. She's back. Jack, you're back. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could do another star. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling with these stars. Let's do it with our green. Oh man, it feels good to put an ornament on the left side. Thank you. Now we're up to 10 on the stars. That's good. Jack, you know what? I'm going to use a budget to turn that 4 into a 5 so I can finish this. So I'm going to cross out that budget. I should have done that last time. So 1, 5, and 6. So I got the bonus with this one is just points. So I'll put that here in this kind of script tracker right there. If you really want to go crazy with the scripts, if you get all 4 of these, the last number you put in there is actually double value. So I could have really tried to save that 10 until last, and that would have got me 20 points. Okay, so let's develop, we took that, let's develop all these characters. So Holly and Maggie and Scotty. Just Scott. He prefers to be called Scott. I'm sorry. I'm getting too silly with you, Scott. And that's it. So 11. Oh my gosh. This might not be good for me. I have 4 rounds left. My tree looks terrible. So and that wasn't a good roll either. But it's Nick. Yes, Nick. So happy to see you. We are gonna put Nick in right here. And we'll take a budget. The good thing is, I guess if I save this, you know, I could offset the terrible tree that I have. And then I have a reused die, so I'll circle one of these. So at any point now, I can reuse one of these. Question is, do I want to use... No, I don't. Okay. So these are not looking good. How many we have? Holly's in this many. Actually, you know what? Holly, I forgot. Aha, if you were a keen observer, you would have said, Jake, you forgot to develop your characters last time you did the shenanigans thing. So you're right, because Holly should have 2 because she was in 2 complete scenes. And also Scott should have 2 because he was in 2 complete scenes. Great. So I have 2 and a 1. I'm just gonna, oh, you know what I could do? Yeah. I can do 2 here, 1 there, and I have completed this whole center column, and I will get another reused die. Also, now that I've done a top and a bottom, I can connect these 2 together. So what are we gonna do? Let's say I can pick now which one I wanna do. We're gonna be awkwardly singing carols by the town square Christmas tree. That sounds like movie magic. And since I've done that, I can take another one of these bonuses. I don't want to do the candy cane because I kind of have to build up to that. I can take, yeah, so I can take an ornament and a star. So I'll cross those off. I can draw those anywhere I want. So should I leave this open for a 4? Yeah, so I'll put the ornament there. I can circle that, so 9 points, hooray, and a star. So the plus means I can take both, right? Some of these had slashes, which means you choose one of the 2. And I'll put the star, I don't know. It's hard to tell if I'm gonna need that space. And I get a bonus again. Oh my gosh. Who do I want to develop? Let's develop Scott. That way he's fully developed. Even though, so fully developed earns you that ability. I already had his because he was my lead character, but that's okay. So I get to, since I've filled out all 3, I can circle this first one. All right. Okay, and that's it. I feel like that was a big turn there. 3 rounds left. 4, okay, I'm gonna use, okay, do I have 1, 2, Jack's only been in 2, okay. That's okay, I think I have a solution for that. So I'm gonna use the budget again to change the die value to a 5. And then, so Maggie is then gonna go in this one, which she can because she's a lead character. Okay, and I get an 8, so I'll put that there. And then now that I've done another bottom and a top, I can connect together. So we are going to, I knew this was gonna happen, we're rekindling an old flame in a quaint boutique store. But who's the Holly, Jack, and Maggie? Uh-oh, love triangle, am I right? Okay, so what the solution was, here I said I had the solution. Because I've connected these, I can take another bonus. I will take this one, which means I'm gonna do Scott right here. And I need to develop all these characters. I forgot to develop them again. So let's do this, the one I just did. So Holly is developed, okay. Jack gets 1, Maggie, she's fully developed now. And also, I didn't do 2 and 4 also before, so that's Nick and Jack. So they are fully developed, so we are just crushing these characters here. Okay, and then I don't forget, I can use my green. So let's just try to fill out as much as we can here now. So you can, I have lots of options of where I want to put this, but I'm going to fill that out so it looks nice. because honestly, when you're playing a roll and write, they're very satisfying to me. You start with a blank sheet, and at the end of the game, you're like, look what I've done, look what I've created. Okay, 2 rounds left. Come on. All right, 2 5s and a 1. Could do another star, so that would give me 3 points. The thing is, sometimes I have to think, I should probably use these to fill up my tree, because I'm gonna lose more than 3 points by having those all blank. But I could, you know what I could do? Yeah, I'm gonna do another star. And let's put it not there, because that's gonna cut me off. Let's put it here. Yep, that's 12. So I've used those. I'm gonna reuse at least one of these. So I'm gonna use that bonus right there, and I'm going to make the 5 shape. That's the L. And then, should I do it again? I only have 1 round left after this. That's scary. Let's do it, yeah, let's do it this way. So I'm gonna reuse it again. And actually, I have other abilities I can use now. Oh man, I'm just gonna go crazy on that one. So I've used both the reuse die. I can copy a shape used in this round, which I used the 5, so I could just do that again. Yeah, it's coming together. So that's done. I didn't even use any of these. Poor Eve, look at her. I'm so sorry. I really like your glasses. I should have put you in the movie. Anything else? I have a 1 here that I need to do something with. See, I don't really want to fill out a scene because I can't really do anything. I mean, I could. Let's do that. Let's just let's try to do this one, because we've only got 2, including this one, 2 rounds left. So I'll put Holly in that one, and then hopefully I can just maybe use my budget to put somebody else in this last spot next time. Okay, so that's done. Last round, here we go. 4, that's Jack, he could go here. I mean, Eve's just not gonna get in. Should I put Eve in one thing? I'm gonna put Eve in something, just so I know. And I can, because I can use Holly's ability to use anyone as a lead character. So since she's not a lead, she wouldn't usually be able to go here, but I'm gonna use that one to be able to put Eve here. So I have to use the budget to take that down to a 3. It's unnecessary. I just threw away 2 points, but it was consolation. Eve, now you're in the movie, so you're planning a holiday party. Congratulations. And then I have 3 and a, so do I go for another ornament? I can reuse a die, so I could do another 4. No, I'm worried about, oh, I forgot, I can take the budget. Actually, so I got the budget back, hooray. And I get a candy cane. So I'll put the candy cane here. No, that was just as bad as the first one. That doesn't even look like a candy cane at all. Okay, so I'm gonna use the 3 and the 4 just as it is. It's 3 and 4. And then I forgot to take the candy cane track, so that's another budget. Okay, and then what else? I'm gonna reuse a die, so I'm gonna reuse the 3, I guess. Right, so I can fill out something else. Let's do it over here. Okay. So that is done. All right, that's where we're at. So our tree looks okay. Yeah, I filled it out a little bit more than I thought I was going to. I didn't use some of these abilities, which I probably should have used. It takes some planning to figure out when you want to use those abilities, because like I said, you only get them once. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our score up here. So we've got 12 is the highest number, 10 is the highest number here, and we have 0 there. So that gives us 22. Is your set well decorated? Kind of. 22 is kind of well decorated. And then a heart track, we got 35 and 18. So that's 53. Okay, so let's just fill out these other ones real quick. I have extra budget left over, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Sweet. However, how many do I have blank? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the moment of truth. We've got 22 and 53. That's 75. And then 87 minus 10, 77. Okay, not bad. 77, there is a table at the end of the rule book that kind of lets you know what your scores mean. 77, if I remember correctly, is the movie is tolerable. So it's not the best, it's not the worst. Maybe the studio execs, they might have forgotten your contact info for next time around, but it was pretty good, not bad, right? Most people probably liked it because that's what they do. Do you see a made-for-TV Christmas movie and you're like, was it good? And you're like, yeah, I don't know, sure. So that's the game. I hope you enjoyed watching the playthrough. Head on over to Kickstarter and back this game. Like I said, you'll get this game sheet plus 2 others, and then you can also get a custom game sheet where you can write your own title, you can fill in your own names, you can even write your own scene descriptions if you want to be super creative. And then there's also a bunch of tables that you can just kind of randomly fill out. Some of these, there's a lot of different other scene descriptions that I've written that you can kind of throw together some funny and unique and silly and charming combinations of scenes and storylines. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.